Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light, and I hope you all are doing well. So I'm making this video to talk a little bit about scrying with the black mirror and share a little bit about my understanding about it, my experience with it, how I use it, and share a couple of other tools and techniques that are popular when it comes to scrying. So I decided to make this video because initially I was working with patrons over on my Patreon with a Black Mirror, but I made a post just to get some kind of general consensus on people's thoughts about the Black Mirror, and so there was a lot of more than normal for me comments under that post. So I decided this seems like a thing that a lot of people love to talk about and to use, or is interested in it because it seems mysterious and magical. So I thought I would share make a video about this. So the Black Mirror, there's different ways to make it, and this was something scrying on certain surfaces like obsidian, black obsidian, and metals was something that was commonly used in the more ancient times of Rome and Greece. And coming forward to about the 16th century, Dr. John Dee, a magician, occultist, he loved using the obsidian mirror as a way to scry. That was one of his tools of his techniques that he used to scry, which he loved to do. This is not a new concept. So a lot of people, obsidian is very expensive. So what a lot of people have chosen to do is create their own black mirror. And we use black because obviously using a regular mirror, you have all of these things that it is reflecting that can obstruct your intuition, your visual with the third eye, or things that you may need to see or want to see or trying to see or trying to get a vision of. So using a black surface or either like a darker metal surface can give you a better, like a blank slate, if you will, to kind of have that vision develop in the way that it needs to, with the intentions that you are setting out, or if you're calling forth a spirit to show itself in that mirror. It just gives a better surface for this to be done. So I have a black mirror that I use, and I don't use it often because I have different methods of communicating. However, when I do use it, I'm setting the tone around me, and I kind of use it in alignment with a candle to give that soft glow. And just the setting of working with the black mirror can do a couple of things. It can help you be comfortable and get in the habit of sitting with yourself, meditating, and being in the zone, because these are a lot of the times that you are open to receive messages because you're sitting in the quiet and you're focused. You have an intention. So it's easier for most to be able to channel in this state. It's easier for you to go into altered states of reality when you learn how to focus and meditate. So this is another way that um, scrying in general actually can help you develop your intuition. So, the obsidian stone surface is one, and using a black mirror, and most of the time this entails you painting a picture frame black, like the glass that it comes with, or the plexiglass that is the surface of the frame. You would paint that black. And another way is to use a metal surface. So you have like when metal gets tarnished and like old, you can use metal surfaces. Um, I find, for me at least, that's a little more difficult because uh, that's metal surfaces can reflect other things. Like it's just that's just me. It depends, I guess, on the metal surface that you get to use. So for me, I have a lot of antique metal surfaces. So, and I love the antique look of it. So it wouldn't necessarily lend itself to being something good for me to use to scry with. But nonetheless, this is a method that a lot of people use to scry as well. And then you have water scrying, which is a popular method. There's many ways to do this. Some do it dropping things into the water. Some uh, use like a darker color water, or they use a like a black bowl. Just in a way that it lends itself to creating a surface for you to be able to just stare into, because the idea of scrying is you gazing into whatever that surface is, to gaze into the other realm and to the astral, to otherworldly things. A focused channeling, if you will, a focused visual channeling, if you will. So these are a lot of the ways that is used. So I know for me, using the black mirror, and my goal is to get it to get a large, well, not large, depending on the cost of it. My goal is to eventually get an obsidian surface. But as I said, that's not the top of my list because that's not a form of scrying that I use often. But another reason, or another way that it is used, which is the reason why that prompted me to talk about this with my patrons, is because I've been to a ritual a couple of years ago, and have been back with this same group a few times. And when they do the ritual, they use the black mirror, and they have like this large um, black surface. I'm not quite sure what it was. It's probably like a large picture frame that was painted black. But what happens is, in this middle of the ritual, in the middle of the circle, the black mirror is placed. So you said whatever it is that is a part of the ritual around this mirror. And what happens is, there's different techniques. I'm not going to go into how they did it because this was a vampiric ritual. But what is generally done is, this ritual, well, I'll do a little bit. I'll talk a little bit about that. The idea is kind of gazing into the mirror to kind of give your energy as an offering. Um, I'm not going to, because that's not something that I'm very well versed in, so I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. But what people do when they put this mirror in the midst of a ritual, is like a circle scrying, right? So I'll share my experience when we first used the mirror with that group. It was like this. I didn't see a lot of things coming out. What has stayed in my mind is this one entity that he peeked his head out of the mirror and was just kind of looking around. And what I believe happened was the ritualist had set the boundaries well enough and set the protection well enough during the ritual that you don't have to worry about anything leaving out of the mirror. But this being has showed itself. At least I saw it. It showed itself, and I remember the color. It was like a hint of red. It wasn't scary, I guess. Not to me, at least. Wasn't scary. But the next time that I went and we did the ritual again, and it had the mirror, I saw the same being. But it using the mirror added an extra flair, if you will, to the ritual. If you're one that loves going into that deep meditative state, it kind of felt like you were tapping into the void. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but if that makes sense, that's what it felt like. So I just wanted to come on here and share my experiences with the Black Mirror. And that's, like I said, that's not the only way to scry. If you looked at Charm, they use their pendulum, and I believe they call that scrying. When they're looking for someone, they put it over a map, and they use that is a scrying method, I guess. But in any case, I wanted to talk about what it was called. I actually wrote it down because all this time, I didn't know that there was a name to it, just like you have the Mancies, right? These are the forms of divination. So the name for this is, and I'm going to screw it up so it's going on the screen, Catopotromancies. So that's Catopotromancy. So this is the name that it is known for when you use the method of scrying with the Black Mirror. So that is what I wanted to come on here and share with you guys. And also, before I end the video, I just wanted to say thank you to all the subscribers here, and to welcome to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all of you for still being here with me through my long pauses, through my post one week and not post another week. I appreciate you for still being here. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do consider giving a thumbs up and subscribing to help push me out there in the algorithm. And I also want to just give a shout out and a mention to Wine and Witchcraft Live. I was just on their second anniversary show. If you want to just like hang out and have a drink or not, but just chill, and you never know what's going to be said, or you never know what's going to happen. They have I forget the date, but I'll put it on the screen when the next the third anniversary show, the third and final anniversary show for the season. Go over there and check them out, because it is so much fun, and you have some of the same people coming back each show, and we're all chatting in the chat box, and there's so many conversations going on in there, and then great conversations from the host and the guests. So I may be a little biased because I love those guys, and that was my second time on the show. So just go over and check out Wine and Witchcraft Live. So until then, I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's like pouring down rain and all dark and magical outside. But anyhow, until the next video, I love you all and into the shadows.